So before we even connected, I had read a fair bit of work by Sarah J. Maas, her entire Throne of Glass series, and then a bit of, I think it's a court of Thorns and Roses. The first one I actually thought was quite decent. Grim, dark, romantasy, a lot of genre thing going on there. I was like, okay. The romantic bit, honestly, I didn't care about. I was like, right, this is, I am who I am. And I was like, all right, this is fine. I mean, obviously I took note. But I was like, it was like a really compelling bit of world building and storytelling and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, it was pretty grim and it was pretty dark and it was like kind of brutal and all that sort of stuff. But I think it was 7 books.
It's a lot.
I read all of it. I was like, well, I'm already here. And I was like, honestly, I generally enjoyed it. The other series, I was not a fan. I stopped. I gave it a go.
Yeah.
But I was just like, I actually genuinely felt that the plot was suffering at the cost of focus on the romance and quasi-erotica. It was definitely far more of that than in Throne of Glass. Throne of Glass, there's a lot of and goes to black, essentially, right?
Yeah.
And you'd get her inner monologue about how she feels about what she's seeing and all that sort of stuff. Pretty tame. But a court of Thorns and Roses, like that one, it's a lot more of this, and the whole relationship just feels super inappropriate. The character, I was like, this is violating at least 10 laws, and that's just on page 2. No.
I mean, I have not read those books. But I've heard that a lot of people are crazy about them, especially women. Yeah. Yeah,
and it's like, I genuinely want to ask why people like it, because I don't have a problem with the romance bit. I actually just don't think it's particularly well written. But yeah, I thought Throne of Glass was very good. I think it just didn't land the other series, which is fine. To some extent, it may just not have been written for me, and that's okay.
That's fine. Yeah, that's okay. That's why there are different genres for everybody.
100%. Yeah. Well, I don't dislike the genre in general. It's like, because I was curious, and so that's why I was reading. I was like, well, these are big ones that everyone's talking about. So it's like, it should give me a sense of the flavor of the genre and all that sort of thing.
I see what you mean. Not every romance novel that I read landed with me.
Right. So, and like I said, Throne of Glass definitely had the romance. I mean, you had oh gosh, probably people are going to correct me. I want to say the male who's 500 years old and the female is 18-ish. And all right.
We will. It's another Edward and Bella situation.
Yeah. But this is a very common thing, which I have questions about. I don't know if you have answers or I have to just wait for the internet to tell me. Why?
That I don't. Maybe it's because it's this timeless creature. I think what it is, it's this creature that's lived so long, centuries, and she's his person. Out of everyone and all the centuries that has been through, it makes her so much. It's I like to call it the YN effect.
The what?
So it's another internet. Another internet thing. It's called a YN, which stands for your name. Oh. And a lot of people, when they read or see a movie or deal with celebrities, they start building these fantasies about them, and they inject themselves into their fantasies. This, let's say, actor or singer is interacting with me in my fantasy. So this type of it's a lot in Tumblr and other fan fiction. It's when the person who's writing the fan fiction is basically inserting themselves into the story, and that's why they call it YN.
Okay, so in a way, these characters are serve as stand-ins for the reader to be able to insert themselves.
The women. Kind of, yeah. A lot of times when women...
I guess a man can be I want to be...
Or a man,
I don't know.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's, when you, as a woman, when you're reading romance, and for me, it's very hard if I cannot relate to the female character. I've read books where I literally wanted to smack the person, the main hero, because, why would you do that? Why are you acting this way?